Greetings scouts, FiOth here, and in today's vid we're gonna be breaking down the attributes of weapons, what each of the perks on them mean and how to utilize them so you can make informed decisions and pick your favorites. I'll have to be clear with you guys. In order to avoid spoilers, I'm gonna demonstrate just some of the weapons that are found early on in the game in the first and second biome. So we're gonna have a look here. This is a pretty fresh cycle that I'm running here, and I will be explaining everything so no one gets confused. So I'm in this secret room and I'm running a tachyomatic carbine. In front of me is a Speedmo blaster. Now the Speedmo blaster is the shotgun. Okay, so what do we see on these weapons? On the left is your equipped weapon, on the right is the weapon in front of you that begs to be picked up. The star on them is their level. Progressing throughout the game will have you swapping weapons constantly because you always want to get the best available weapon with the best perk and the highest level, because each level added will add something to the gun, like bonus damage, effective range, stagger power, projectile speed, overheat limit, and so on and so forth. It also adds additional slots, like you can see armor piercing here, slug shot. On the bottom of my tachyomatic is the armor piercing, and on the bottom of the Speedmo is the slug shot. These are abilities that are on the weapon and they determine the way the weapon is fired. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my inventory. Here's my equipment. So you see this is my tachyomatic carbine. It has shock stream on it. Shock stream is the ability that allows you to zap an area in front of you with electricity, which is very, very useful, one of the best specials. And armor piercing rounds. It states projectiles will pierce hostiles and ricochet off hard surfaces. Very, very good if you can line them up and you want to go through them. This will cause some devastation and help you clear out the room. So this is a good tachyomatic for the start of the game. But this Speedmo in front of me is level 3. It also has more damage and increased effective range for its class. So I'm going to pick it up. The Speedmo now is the gun in my hands. Because we had our special charged before we picked it up, our special is already charged here. So I can use this. And it is also a shock stream. So we're gonna go into the equipment. The Speedmo, it has shock stream and slug shot. The fact that it has shock stream is random. Okay, we just got lucky with this one. Slug shot is its, let's say, inherent attribute, a perk that determines the usage of the gun. Fires an additional high damage, high speed slug shot. So you fire your buckshot, your spread shot, and it also fires an additional high damage, high speed slug. This is very, very good for DPS, and coupled with shock stream, it can be a very, very effective gun. Let's check the rest of our choices here. There is an SDM-8 here, the handgun. It has a tracker swarm special, that's the homing missiles, and the snub nose barrel. We're gonna check it out. A volley of insectoids that home in on the target hostile, that's the special, and the snub nose deals more damage at the cost of accuracy. So this is, let's say, like a 38, it will be shot more randomly, but with more damage per shot. Not bad. And here's another one, a Hollow Seeker. This is like the minigun, the LMG. It fires a lot of rounds. Each of the rounds deals low damage, but it has a huge amount of bullets in the mag. So I'm gonna pick it up. Shield Breaker is a special, a single shot blast that destroys shields and deals damage. That's the laser. It charges a laser instantly and fires, dealing high damage and of course breaking shields and waves. Fires damaging waves in addition to projectiles. Let's check this out. This wave, this disc that comes out every so often is very effective indeed. I've tried it before. So amidst these guns, I take the Speedmo. It also has a very nice shock stream on it. I prefer the shock stream to the shield breaker to deal with flyers, and it also has the slug shot. Let's see it in action. The slug is in the mid, as you can see. And by understanding all this, we can have a pretty good idea of what we're picking up. So we should be looking at the base stats of the gun, of course. If you want extra damage, if you want more stability, if it's a hollow seeker or more stagger power, if it's a shotgun, a speedmo, they have their own unique stats, but the bonus damage is of course always an issue, so it gives you an indication of how much damage you can have. The stars are always very important. More star means the weapon is of a higher quality, and you always want to get the weapon of the highest quality that you can find. Of course, granted, you want good perks on it, but you will be moving on and on throughout ever more challenging encounters, and you want to be prepared for them. So that's pretty much it for the guns. Moving forward from the overgrown jungle here in the beginning will net you different weapons, grenade launchers, and so on and so forth. But for these starting ones, I think I gave you a pretty good idea of how to make your choices. Sub, like, and share if you found this useful. I will be covering everything in Returnal. Until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers.